If you only take one piece of advice about marketing your business this year, make it this. You don't need paid ads, an agency, or even a budget to make your marketing finally work. You just need the organic growth strategies that are actually working this year. And I'm going to explain all these to you in a simple enough way that any business can start using them today. There are 5 main things that you can start doing in your business today that are going to dramatically improve the quality of your marketing. So let's get into them. Starting us off, we have your Google business profile. For a lot of searches, people never reach your website first. They actually find your profile right on Google. They look at your images, they read your reviews, and they compare your profile to others before deciding whether or not to move on. This is the single highest ROI tool a local business can use. And the only initial investment that you need to make is a little bit of time. So to make the most of your Google business profile, here's a few things that you can do. Make sure every single part of your profile is filled out properly. This includes your services, your service areas, your contact info, and your social handles. It also includes responding to every single review that you get, good or bad. Next, you want to aim to post updates to your profile every week. This means going to a site like geoimager.com, geotagging your photos with your keywords, alt text, and location, and then uploading those photos as posts with little blurbs that potential customers would find valuable. This year, businesses that haven't posted an update in over 30 days have seen dramatic drops in impressions on their profile. So this strategy, it's going to help you a lot with your SEO. Once your Google profile is working for you, the next step is actually showing up where your customers spend a lot of their time. The second strategy that you can start to use today is organic social media posting. You need to stop posting randomly and start posting with more purpose. The biggest mistake that I see small business owners make on social media is trying to be everywhere all at once. Quality on 1 or 2 platforms is always going to beat mediocrity on 5. So pick 2 platforms like Meta and YouTube and go all in on them. Something to think about when you're creating your organic content is to follow the 80-20 rule. So provide value 80% of the time and promote your business 20% of the time. For the value portion of your content, talk about something you know a lot about in your industry and share it from the vein of trying to be helpful. This means no call to action, no asking anything of the viewer, just providing value and leaving it at that. For the promotion portion of the strategy, this means talking about exactly what you do and then giving the viewer a way of getting in touch with you. But remember, only do this 20% of the time. Instagram and Facebook are full of ads today, and users are tired of it. When you're making your organic content, keep it natural and authentic. It's extremely easy to create social content when you realize that the stuff that resonates the most is just relatable and real. So document your business and what it does and just share it online. The thing to remember is that video reels are for reach and carousels are for authority building. So make your reels entertaining and educational to reach a wider audience, and then use carousels to share valuable tips and pieces of information with your growing audience. Also remember that consistency matters a lot more than going viral. You're a small business, you're not an influencer. So your goal should be to build a tight-knit community of local supporters that want to be kept up to date about what you do and how it can help them. The third strategy to use in your marketing is to take advantage of SEO techniques. A lot of marketers and advertisers, they keep the truth about SEO hidden behind some steel curtain for some reason, but it's actually so simple. SEO stands for search engine optimization, if you didn't know that, and it's made up of a few simple factors that you have 100% control over. To have strong SEO, you just need to think about what your ideal customer is looking for and the experience that they would want to have when they're on your website. The technology inside of Google that decides how well to rank your website, it isn't made up of some strange collection of robots that hate you. It's just a simple algorithm that takes the average of the interactions that human beings have with the content that you share online. So the golden rule for SEO is just making sure first and foremost that the experience on your website is an enjoyable one. Make sure your site isn't full of random information and ugly visuals. A beautiful and practical site is the first step in strong SEO. Next, we need to think of the proper keywords and strong geotagged images that you're going to be using. So think about what your customer would type into Google if they were looking for someone like you. Those are your keywords. These tools can be used in a few different ways. For starters, you want to make sure that the first section of your website contains the keywords attached to your business. Next, use geoimager.com to geotag any imagery on your site so it's easy for Google to rank. Lastly, try to write 1 or 2 blogs per month that the keywords that you selected in the geotagged images are directly being used on to tie it all back to your site. That's literally all there is to it. Yes, it takes a little bit of time and effort for sure, but it's actually a lot more simple than marketers have led you to believe. The fourth strategy that you can start to use today is probably the most important one, and that one is content repurposing. You're a business owner and your time is valuable, so this is the best way to use the least amount of time possible to get the best possible results. So steal my strategy and use it for yourself. You're gonna write yourself 1 or 2 blogs per month. That's going to be your starting point. From there, you can film a video of you going through the topics in the blog for YouTube. Then you can split that long form video up into short form reels for Instagram and Facebook. For Google posting, you're going to use photos that you've taken and geotagged, and you're going to post them to Google. And you're going to use excerpts from the blogs that you wrote for the body of the Google posts. The last strategy that you can use is perhaps the most underrated strategy, but it's also the easiest and most readily available one. This strategy is community building. As you know, referral-based marketing is the most powerful tool that you can use, and this is just doing that at scale. Consumers are becoming more and more wary of low-quality AI-generated content, which means that authentic human connection and community involvement stand out more than ever. To build a community, you just need to engage in local community groups that are applicable to your business. So we're talking Facebook here. You're going to join these Facebook groups, you're going to comment in them, and you're going to add value. People who join Facebook groups, they're there for a very real reason, and you showing up every day, it builds trust faster than any generic ad ever will. Another strategy that you can use is to partner with complementary businesses. So meet people, network, and ask them to help market your business. So maybe ask them if you can leave a stack of cards at their front desk in exchange for something that they would find valuable. You can also start to ask for Google reviews strategically. So go to the Get More Reviews section on your Google business profile and save the QR code and just share it everywhere. So put it on your physical invoices and your business cards and ask for reviews after every sale that you make. Google reviews are the best way to help improve your SEO with as little effort as possible. Using this type of strategy provides proof over promises. To hop online and say, we're the best business ever, trust us. It's a completely empty statement that goes over most potential customers' heads. But to provide proof, to partner with the appropriate businesses, to build up your collection of 5-star reviews, and to engage in local communities that find value in what you offer, that's a solid strategy that compounds a lot over time. When you're marketing your business this year, you don't need a massive budget. You just need a process. You need a way to know what to do, when to do it, and how it all connects. This means using Google Business Profile properly. It means creating organic social media content. It means improving your SEO month over month. It means repurposing your content and building strong communities around your industry. These 5 strategies, they cost you nothing but a little bit of time and attention, but they only work if you do them consistently. And that is the part that most people skip, not because they don't care, but because they don't have a clear system to follow. So, shameless plug, if you do want to have a full step-by-step system behind everything that I just shared, that is exactly what I built DIY Marketer for, and you can check it out in the description below.